Story 1 of 2. Australia's 2026 federal budget introduces major tax reforms on negative gearing, CGT, and trusts. Australia's 2026 federal budget introduces major tax reforms on negative gearing, CGT, and trusts. Here's what every outlet agrees on. The 2026 federal budget was handed down on May 12, 2026 by Treasurer Jim Chalmers. Negative gearing will be restricted to newly built homes from July 1, 2027, with existing investors grandfathered. The 50% capital gains tax (CGT) discount will be replaced with an inflation-adjusted indexation system from July 1, 2027. A minimum 30% tax rate on capital gains will be introduced from July 1, 2028, excluding pensioners and income support recipients. The government expects the tax changes to help 75,000 Australians achieve home ownership over the next decade. But not all outlets told the same story. The Guardian and news.com.au report that the budget will include a one-off tax cut of $200 to $300 for workers. But the ABC and SMH do not confirm this specific amount, only mentioning a $250 tax offset starting in 2027-28. The ABC and Guardian state that the budget will reduce the number of people on the NDIS to 600,000 by the end of the decade, while news.com.au reports that 160,000 people will be removed from the scheme, which could imply a different final number. The Guardian and news.com.au mention that the budget will include $25 billion for public hospitals, but the ABC and SMH do not explicitly mention this figure. This story was covered by ABC News, The Guardian, news.com.au, Sydney Morning Herald, and The Age.
Story 2 of 2. Hantavirus outbreak on cruise ship MV Hondius causes deaths, delays evacuation due to weather, and port refusals. Hantavirus outbreak on cruise ship MV Hondius causes deaths, delays evacuation due to weather and port refusals. Here's what every outlet agrees on. The MV Hondius is a Dutch-flagged cruise ship carrying 149 passengers and crew from 23 nationalities, including 14 Australians and 38 Filipino crew members. 3 people have died from hantavirus on the MV Hondius: a Dutch couple, 70 and 69 years old, and a German national, 80 years old. 8 confirmed or suspected cases of hantavirus have been reported, with the virus identified as the Andes strain, which can spread through close human-to-human contact. The ship departed from Ushuaia, Argentina, on the 1st April 2026, and was originally heading to Cape Verde, but was refused docking due to the outbreak. The ship arrived in Tenerife, Canary Islands, on 9 May 2026, and passengers were evacuated within a 24-hour window due to bad weather concerns. But not all outlets told the same story. The Guardian reports that the ship arrived in Tenerife on 9 May 2026, while some sources suggest the arrival was earlier or delayed due to weather. But the consensus is that the evacuation window was 24 hours on 9 May. The ABC states that the ship was carrying 88 passengers and 61 crew, while The Guardian and other sources report 149 passengers and crew, indicating a discrepancy in total numbers. The Guardian mentions that the ship's captain initially attributed the first death to natural causes, but the ABC and other sources do not explicitly mention this detail. This story was covered by ABC News, The Guardian, news.com.au, SBS News, and Sydney Morning Herald.